Oops.
Hey, we're live. And Chaz gets the first word in. Hello, welcome, and hello to the Mr. and Mrs. B's Brain Dump, fully loaded. And we already have in the house Dave, who am I, Kane and Warm.
Good evening, everybody.
There we go. And we also have Chaz, eating a Chinese.
In the house, bro!
In it!
In it, lad.
Awesome. So, well, I have to be honest, I've not had much time to do much on the old tube. So I've not really got much news at the moment, but I don't know if either of you two have got any news at the moment that you would want to disclose to the audience.
No, I've had a really boring week at work all week this week, so nothing new for me.
It's Andy.
Hello, boys. You right?
Alright, I like buses.
What? They must be extending the internet at the old pensioners' home. Hi, Gordon Freeman.
They release. Hey, it's Gordon.
Fuck off. Oh, you're live already, are you?
Yes, we are, mate. That was live on air. Sorry about that, everyone. Letters of complaint in, they will be torn up and thrown in a bit.
Alright, while I think about it, Mr. B, have you ordered your top tubes?
Are they available now?
Yeah.
I've not physically ordered them. I have reserved, but if they're available, I'll go and order them.
Yeah, go and order them, mate, because he only ordered 50 packs.
Well, I've got 2 reserves, so you better hold on to them, or there'll be trouble.
Yeah, well, I'd still do it as soon as possible.
You're going to bite his kneecaps off, Andy.
Yes.
Yeah, he's just put a vid up any about it and saying that he's got a email address where you tell him what you want and he'll send you the PayPal account and you can pay in and blah blah blah. But he did say he only had 50.
I mean, the first card that he pulled out of that pack, what a gay card. I mean, come on.
Was it Mr. Mad Max Chaz?
No, it was Mr. B.
What's up?
I've not seen the video yet. That's not fair. But yeah, no, I'll be getting my order in for those. So, anybody bike, if you're watching, hold on to for me because I want to. I'll be ordering tomorrow. Oh, and don't forget to hold one back from Mad Max.
Oh no, I've got 2 packs holding back.
All right, okay, you're on the ball.
Tiff wants to burn one of them, apparently.
What a paid for.
Excellent. Right, well, let's not stop talking about those if there's only 50 left.
There's only 20 left, apparently.
All gone, don't bother.
I've told you. In fact, what I'll do is I'll PM him to make sure when someone starts talking on here with some news. Talking of which, we've got to Mad Max Chaz. Now then, you got any news, buddy?
I tried filming today, and we got some rear view and some passing footage. We got a few pictures of Tiff's, but it didn't get round to mine because I want a certain backdrop and stuff like that and certain footage. I need to book my tyre in for replacement before I can destroy it.
Yeah.
Mounts and camera broke several times. We tried a quite cool boom mic sort of camera mount system that was a tripod on its side on the back rack, clamped on with a bar mount with a ratchet so you could actually extend it and then retract it.
Like Helmo Pod.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just like, whoop, out further. No, in a bit. There we go. Perfect.
That's brilliant.
Because we couldn't mount it to the rack because it was a stupid rack. Just and then Tiff whinging all day. She just whinges. I'm going to get a text in a minute. Oh, you not whinge? Do text skeggy. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Works as good as Mr. B's then.
No.
Mr. B's camera mount was awesome.
Yeah, the Helmo Pod.
Yeah.
That was funny, that.
Evening all.
Hey, Jim!
Yeah. You didn't waste no time with that pint, did you?
Hi, Jim.
Well, you got to. Actually, it's lemonade.
Or a sample. I don't know, I'm not sure. How you doing, Jim? How's your beer diet going?
Oh, Jesus. I'm putting on too much weight.
Oh, shut up.
It's better than the last diet I went on, that's for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Well,
You look alive.
Right, before we do any more, let's quickly go through some of the Q&A that we're already getting. Now, this is going to come as a surprise to you, Mr. Mad Max, but first question in was from our good friend, Devon Mellon. Oh, look, that's the first time I've seen Mr. Mad Max forking himself.
Yeah, I'll fork him later. God, he sounds like an American.
Anyway, I'm guessing as soon as you send him your address, he might well come round with the chicken.
Oh yeah, you'll get a chicken. It's just where it's deposited, it won't be in your letterbox.
Okay, and then hi Devon Mellon, by the way, mate. Thanks for tuning in. And also, we've got a question in from Ginger Biker. And if you want a link, mate, let me know, and I shall give you a link. But he says, bacon or sex? We'll start with. I'll tell you what. Let's start with Suffolk Andy, because I'm sure he would like lamb.
Yeah, mutton really. Mutton is best, but if it come to bacon, I'd love a nice bacon sandwich and a good sex session. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Easy as that. I have both, mate. I'm a greedy bugger.
In any particular order?
No, not in the slightest, mate.
Same time.
I don't care.
Brilliant.
You'll carve it.
Yourself,
while
Randy.
doing it.
Right, Jim seems like he wants to go next on this question. Bacon or sex, Jim?
Bacon or sex?
Yeah.
Why do you make a man choose?
I don't mind pigging out on sex.
I see what you did there.
So it's a bit of both, really.
I
I reckon you can still play a good tune on an old fiddle.
I'm sure you can.
The trouble is, I've got to find a bloody fiddle.
Right. Well, there we go then. It seems like everyone wants their bacon and sex at the same time, or near enough. Let's move on to Dave. Dave! Bacon or sex?
It's got to be the sex and the bacon and the sex. Got to be.
Right. Bacon, sex, bacon.
No, sex,
about-
bacon, sex.
How
Oh,
about,
sorry. Sex, bacon, sex.
sorry to butt in, but how about sex followed by a bacon sandwich rather than a fag?
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bit of daddy's sauce.
Yeah.
Forget the daddy.
I'm not sure about the daddy sauce. Oh, move on. Thanks for that, Jim.
Moving on.
Getting a bit close there. Right. Okay.
At least you didn't say Uncle Ben's sauce.
Oh dear. It's going to have to be a double dose of sex for me. I don't like bacon.
Double a dose.
Double dose of sex because I don't like bacon.
All right. Okay.
Oh, a double dose there, Skeggy.
What?
You've got a double dose in you, mate.
I didn't say straight after, is it? Not straight after other, you know.
You've got to give it 3 months between the two.
Yeah.
No, just a little break. 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, have a breather.
Yeah.
In between sausage rolls.
Have I allowed a sausage sandwich?
Whatever floats your boat, mate.
Bacon, isn't it?
I didn't know you swung in that way, Skeggy.
I'll tell you what, I've been to bed with a few pigs in my time, but
You said I was gorgeous.
oh, you are, mate. Don't you worry. You're a good little boy.
He likes daddy sauce.
Hey, did you make them grunt, Andy?
Oh, he grunts all right. Don't you worry. Like a little girl.
Look at what girls you go with.
Oh God, mate. I ain't going down this road.
Wow, let's hurry up and finish this question.
Good job,
Chaz,
my missus is out, isn't it?
I've just got visions of Chaz nailed up again a wall going, wee, wee, wee.
Squeak, piggy, squeak.
I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
oh wow.
Well, that was a
Take
bad
it, this is a
question.
mechanical hangout, is it?
Oh dear. Someone's hanging out.
Quickly, Chaz, bacon or Sev? Bacon or Sev? Bacon or Sev?
You can't ask someone to choose between both of them.
Is it
Just
both?
both, same time, completely. You know, everything. Give the girl a bacon flavoured condom to chew on or something.
That could be painful. Anyway, yeah, a brilliant question. That Ginger Biker. For me, of course, I think probably
Tread softly.
sex, then bacon, and then maybe some more sex. For me.
Mrs. B's going to put up a question saying no.
Yeah. You'll have an egg and that's it.
Ain't got no bacon.
Where's
So-
the off mic when you need?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Where is he? Is he even online? No, he's not even online. Anyway, so thanks for that, Mr. Ginger Biker, getting us off on the right tone. Just in time, 'cause I think Mrs. B just walked in.
Oh,
Evening, Mrs. B.
Yeah.
Oh, the women are coming in now.
Hi.
I hope Evan isn't really serious about cutting the fat off the bacon.
Everyone says,
Oh, hello, sexy.
I'm an athlete again.
Brilliant.
What were you saying about Vicky, Andy?
Nothing.
Look,
Nothing.
I'm an athlete.
She's an athlete. She's just
Oh, an athlete. Oh.
yeah, that kind of sinks in what we're just talking about.
Yeah.
What the hell were you just talking about?
Nothing.
Nothing. Go watch it.
Nothing.
Not the reverse cowgirl again.
Hey, no.
Oh, even worse.
Suffolk Annie knows that one.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what he was showing us then for a minute.
That was Amy just come in and she'd just gone into a talent competition at a local school, and that was a big thing saying, well done, Amy, you know.
Well done, Amy.
Well done, Amy.
Well done, Amy.
Well done. Well done.
I think she had to sing in public, I think.
Right.
You go down the pub, you can see that.
Oh, gosh, yeah. They're my club again.
I still don't know where your bloody club is. I keep meaning to come in and gate crash.
Ain't far from you. It's only about 10 minutes from where you live.
What's it
We
called again?
told him last Thursday.
Yeah, Loco Club.
The logo.
Loco.
Oh, loco, man. You're loco.
Loco. Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to go down there. Not a gay bar, is it?
Nah.
All right then.
Yeah.
Right, so anyway, let's quickly go through these last two questions, well, comments. We've got Dev Melon, can I have the fat cut of the bacon? Ginger Biker says, sold to Devon. May the Lord be with you. Right with you, I guess. Excellent. And hello to Big Kev.
Hi, Big Kev.
Oh,
Big
okay,
Kev.
good.
Good morning, mate.
You got your shovel out, mate, with that snow?
Good.
Did you see Kev with the snow?
Like, the mics kept cutting out. After 3 days of work, I went off the radio, like, normal lead mics.
Just zap yourself down.
Of them, but they're very pretty, very.
Right, I've muted him. Sorry, go on, Jim.
I was just saying, I forgot now. Wow, big Kev in your shovel. You got one hell of a big shovel there, Kev.
Is that a metaphor?
Well, I've not seen that video.
He's doing no bit shovel snow out that way, isn't he?
Yeah, it's real bad over there.
They can keep it as well, we don't want it.
You know what they're having to do over there, Andy? They've got to dig the sheep out. Which is no bad thing.
Andy's been muted and he don't know how to unmute it.
No, I can't do it.
Andy, you'll have to unmute yourself now, mate.
Daughter of mine, come help me.
Wiggle your mouse at the top of the screen, you'll see a little menu, and there's one that looks like a microphone with a line through it. It'll be red. Click on that, and jobs are good.
Oh, we're fucked now. He's worked out how to do it.
Excellent, well done.
He's going to take over the internet.
So there's a question there, well, there's a comment there for you, Skeggy, from Judy Biker. When did Gordon Freeman turn into Hulk Hogan? Love you, Skeg.
He looks more like your chicken now, Mr. B, than ever.
What?
Where is my chicken?
Where is your chicken?
Oh, no, I found it. Go on.
He's going to come back and
Actually,
I ain't got a red. I don't have a red dicky boat.
I'm glad you said bow.
I know it's not exactly a dicky bow, but that's what it looks like.
That's definitely a game, man. He just needs a black bandana.
Get some black tape and put it around his head.
Yeah, I'm just looking around to see if I've got anything for a black bandana. Hang on, I'll figure that out in a minute. Anyway, there you go, there he is. That's what you're talking about. Right. Right, I'll quickly say as well, that if anyone's watching this and they would like to join, and if you like motorbikes, that's always good, and all you need to do is find Brain Dump on Skype, ask to join, and I'll send you a link. Quick one back from Kev. Comment on his spade for you, Jim. Where is Jim? Weird.
Jim's dissolved into a beer puddle.
Already? He's only had a sip.
Did he do a dive and fall off his chair?
Quite possibly.
You know what his memory's like? He's just shot off back to Great Yarmouth to pick silk. He's forgotten.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's good.
See, Andy had no idea what we're talking about because he'd forgot to watch the videos.
I haven't forgot to. Which Andy are you on about now?
You haven't caught up with the videos, so you don't know what we're talking about, do you?
No, I'm absolutely miles behind the videos. Hey, hello to Andy's wife.
Mrs. P.
Mrs. P.
Hi, Mrs. P.
Can she hear us, Andy? I don't think she can.
Hang on.
Should we ask her the bacon question?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Hang on. You can ask you a question. Isn't it?
Hi guys.
Mrs.
Hello.
P,
Yes.
question for you.
Go on then.
Bacon or sex? Or in your women's terms, chocolate or sex?
Bacon.
No, I'm greedy. I'll go for both.
See? There you go.
Everyone wants both. What comes first? Oh, that's right.
Bucket of chocolate won't, mate.
Which one first, bacon or sex?
You said what comes first. Well, I don't think the bacon can come anymore.
Oh dear, see what I did there?
Is that why Devon Mellon wanted the white bits carved?
I'd love to know where this question actually came from. What
Okay.
have you not been talking about?
It came
Bacon or sex?
from Micah, it's all his fault.
Oh right.
I asked his questions, you see.
Oh right.
See, we'll answer any questions on this, and that was one of the first ones, bacon or sex.
You've just let open the floodgates, Andy. Why did you do that?
Yeah, really. He
Yeah.
always lowers the tone anyway.
Floodgates, I mean, come on. Anyway.
Well, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna leave you guys anyway. I've got lots to do.
Bye.
Good to speak to you.
Bye,
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Enjoy
Bye.
your bacon.
Bye.
Bacon, bacon.
Do you enjoy a bacon later? Don't worry.
Get my ration.
Get a ration. Or rashes.
If you get a rash, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, you probably would get a rash as well. Cross your back.
Oh.
Right.
Right,
He's sitting there at the question box going, please.
please, someone ask a question.
You know Dave's going to sit there and go, aha, question now.
Jim, there's feedback from Kev. Thanks,
Oh.
Jim. I'm sending a snow back.
We don't want it. We don't want it. Thank you. Thanks, Kev, but no thanks.
It'll melt.
We don't want anything tomorrow. Saturday. No
No.
rain, nothing.
Friday tomorrow. Oh no, Saturday for him, yeah. Hepcat Harley says hello.
Hi, hi.
Hello, mate.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, what's going on?
Let us know in the text, or of course, if you want to in person, you just add me on Skype Brain Dump, and you can join and say hello to everyone. That'd be awesome. Okay, run out of questions. So, what did anyone think of my last video then, the burnout one? I think I covered all the bases in terms of making it safe.
Oh,
Hi, it's very informative.
so funny. That chap on the front of the bike, how bloody daft with that, standing at the front.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Have you never seen that one before, Jim?
No.
There's
I'm
loads
amazed
like
at
that.
that.
There are loads of idiots like that, Jim. I tell you.
Yeah.
There's one where there's a bloke burning out a Hayabusa, and he thinks he's just sitting there smiling at the camera, no problem at all. He lets the throttle off, and I'm sure as he lets the throttle off, he lets the front brake go, and he just starts shooting off forward, and he can't control it and just smashes it. American, of course.
I think I've seen that one. It's a black guy, wasn't it? And he gets like
Yeah,
a
it
small
is.
high side and it throws him off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, don't try that sort of stuff until you know what you're doing, you know. I'm thinking he's trying to do a slow rolling burnout or something, but he got it all wrong. And
Just get your viewers hooked.
well, yeah, I mean that sort of stuff does. I mean, I've only put it in there just to cover all the safety points before the safety brigade got all over my video and said, "Oh, you can't show that." Blah blah blah. So yeah, I think I covered it all. So that was good, and that was promised to Wheels Not Hills, and I hope because she was the one that asked for the video initially. So I hope she'll give it a go when tyres due to go. But I mean, you know, if you want to do it, you don't have to wait till your tyres about to go. You can just do it like I did at the beginning, just a little spin, just so you get the feel of it, and then leave it there and move on. You know. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad that went quite well. So there's a question here from Aaron Dell for Ginger Biker, who's also watching, I believe, at the moment. He says, "Why don't you join?" Yeah, why don't you join, eh?
Yeah, come on, Ginger.
That's to Ginger Biker 83.
I think he meant 82.
72.
Maybe he's got a year older.
Oh,
Well, if it was an 83, it'd be a year younger, wouldn't it?
You mean there's 83 of them buggers out there?
That's a lot.
You know what them gingers are like?
So yeah, we said hello to Hepcat Harley. Hello, buddy. Nice to have you along. And there's another question now from Aaron Dow. Mr. B, why don't you do a wheelie tutorial? I would if I had an appropriate bike. The Hayabusa is not the best bike for wheelies because it's very long and it's very heavy, and trying to make it land softly is...
What she said.
yeah, ask once.
Look, that is my baby, and there's no way I'm bringing that down hard on the front a few times for some wheelies.
That's not words ever.
What's funny about that?
So
Mrs. B.
it's very hard and long and heavy, and you won't do it that's the last time you're bringing it down. You're not going to bring it down hard on the front again.
I think you really need some bacon, mate.
I want to talk about wheelies.
We was talking about bacon there for a minute.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is get a second bike. I want to get a second bike, a street bike, whether I have to make it myself or whatever, I don't know. And then I can do stuff like that on it because it'll be light and you can mess around with it. But not on the Hayabusa, it's not designed for stunts like that. So yeah, so I will do if I get a bike. And if anyone wants to send me a free one, of course, then yeah, no problem. But yeah, I'll do that sort of stuff if I get the appropriate bike for it. There's a lot coming in at the same time there.
Apparently, Ginger Biker's Legion.
Let's bring that one up. So, Ginger Biker, we are many. In the dark, we live in 82 of 82 million?
Quadrillion.
Yeah, so, yeah, okay.
Quadrillion from here. Could be wrong.
I reckon he's talking about the infinite number.
That's Graham's number.
I love it when they give them names.
Well, actually, I know this is going to bore the pants off all of you, but if you took every atom in the entire known universe and gave it a number, there is not enough atoms in the universe to show Graham's number. That's how large Graham's number is.
Your own good, David.
Which is a lot of atoms.
I told you before I started, I'd bore you. You should have told me to shut up before I started.
So how many universes would you need? Yeah, better go away and think about that one.
Well, Graham's number is actually not known by the bloke who invented it, although he does know it ends in a 5.
That's a bit more.
It's a theoretical construct, so it's it's very large.
Yeah, I understand the concept of it being, if all the atoms, all had a number, blah blah blah. But there could be, a multiverse. Therefore, you might have to think about how many universes would make a Graham.
Mhm.
So, Graham, if you're watching, have a think and come back to us. Maybe it's 5. 5 universes.
It could be.
Yeah, there we go. I've just given him a few. He'll come back now and say, yeah, it's 5, that's right, yeah. Right, anyway, so there we go. How do we get there? Right.
You're going down that route.
Yeah, and that's the problem. It's Ginger Biker.
Yeah. Okay, next one. Let's go to Hippocat Harley. I think that came in next. I've just bought a new TomTom version 5 and wondered if I can attach the power lead to the trickle charge leads on the bike, where to get the ends from, or is there a better option, battery direct or ignition or running light feed? Anything like that. I mean, plugging directly to the battery isn't always good, because if you forget to disconnect it, then you can run your battery down. But as long as you've got a fuse in between and you remember to disconnect it, then you can connect it technically straight to the battery. And that way it will charge all the time, whether or not your engine's running. If you want to be totally safe and charge only when it's moving, then you need to find your live ignition lead. And I believe Dale's Boys Garage did a little thing on that about finding your ignition live by using a pin and an ammeter. But anyway, or in actual fact, they could probably do it with. Oh, Chaz is probably the best person to answer this question, actually, Chaz.
I thought I got away with it. I was like, yeah.
What's the easiest way of finding your ignition live, mate, so that you can set something that only charges when the bike ignition is on?
Get a volt tester and set it to either continuity or anything like that, and then touch it on the frame, then touch it to the wire, and usually, if it bibs, then it means that's the earth. It's a negative wire. And or you just use an LED or something like that. I use stuff like that. Or you get a wiring diagram.
Wiring diagram is the better way of doing it.
Mhm.
I mean, I've not
a USB plug sort of thing like this. Then you have that going maybe on the headlight or the side light connections. Use that way. If you get an LED, usually the longer lead on the LED, the longer connector on the LED is usually the plus. So if you get that on the headlight, side light bulb, push it in or strip some of the wires down, push it on there, switch it around. You won't blow the LED because it can only power one way. And you just check it like that. It's an easy, cheap way.
You can't use the trickle charge leads because there's no fuse. It just goes directly to the battery, so you can't use that. What Del Boy did, he got a needle and he pushed the needle through various wires in the loom and found a live wire that would register when he touched the pin and the frame, but when the ignition was on or off, assuming that you want it to come on when it's on or off, but he just put a pin through the plastic, and it was a good, if you look on Del Boy's channel and just search for, fitting that, it's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
I might be teaching Granny to suck eggs here, but don't open it up and put the wire straight to the battery hoping it'll charge that, because your bike is 12 volts and your TomTom is most likely 5 volts. Mm-hmm. Always use the power adapter into it. If it comes with a normal cigarette lighter lead, then check that the voltage coming from that is 5 volts or 12 volts. Because if it's 12 volts, then it's got a reducer inside the TomTom. If it's 5 volts, the reducer is inside the cigarette lighter dongle itself. So just watch that so you don't blow yourself up. Blow it up.
Blow yourself up.
There is a kit on eBay that I've noticed lately that's popped up. That it goes onto the trickle charge and it just plugs straight on, and it's got inbuilt fuse in it and everything. It's a small little module that plugs straight into the connector of the trickle charge, and it's just a USB. You just plug any USB you want into it, and you can charge it. But that depends on what trickle charger you got. I think it's like a Gator something trickle charger. It's an American green thing. But
Okay, we're being far too sensible now. Can we go back to being stupid?
boobs!
Please.
What?
Bacon!
Did she say
Thanks. So thanks for that, Headcat. I hope that helps a little bit. I have seen on YouTube you can get like a little combo USB stroke cigarette lighter, which does reduce it down from 12 volts to 5 that you can connect in. And as long as it's got an inline fuse, you're okay. And then you can either choose to do it direct to the battery if you've got an inline fuse, and remember to unplug it, or find a live wire as per Dale's Boys channel and do it that way. Again, though, make sure you've got an inline fuse.
Yeah, I think the TomTom that he's got might come with a car kit that just has the 2 red and black leads that come out, and it goes through its fuse system and a transfer circuit just straight to a plugged-in, like a connector for the USB of the TomTom. Because I do them to car kits, you just wire up to the bikes, and he's probably just looking for the wire to plug it in. But you can go on the running rear light, which is easy if you want to mount it way back, or just go on the side lights. Side lights are easier.
I wired one of the USB ones that's designed for the bike straight off the battery with an inline fuse, and my car sat nav won't run off it. It just tells it like it's connected to a computer.
Really?
I've got mine set up so that I took my live from the headlights and the lights, so that when the ignition is off, there's no power at all, so nobody can short your battery out or whatever. As soon as your headlights go on, which I always run with it on, it sends power to a second fuse box which I installed myself, which allows it to go off to my heated grips, my onboard black box camera, and my 12-volt socket.
Mm-hmm. There's another point. The more power something's using, like David said, the heated grips, the more you need protection on it, because that will short your battery out, and if you've got a lithium polymer battery, your battery will explode, quite literally, if there's no protection in there.
Yeah, they'll get hot, won't they? Okay, so thanks for that, mate. There's another comment there from Aaron Dow. The Triumph 675 Triple
Bless you.
is a recommended stunt bike. Yeah, I guess you don't mean the new Street Triple R, because the front gear on that is, well, front gear, first gear, is way too long. Mind you, could always sprocket it down, I suppose. But then, if you're going to have a stunt bike, most stunt bikes, you look at them, they've got a huge rear sprocket and probably quite a small front sprocket, so they can do stunts at a low speed, just to get all that torque.
The popular stunt bike is a Ninja. I know you hate them, but they just get them and they make either a custom frame or they just build their own crash bars and away they go. Dinner plate sprocket, all you need. You do need to readjust everything and all the brakes and fuel system, but I wouldn't use a Triumph though. I like Triumphs. Don't destroy Triumph.
Yeah, something like a Ninja, they, like you say, they weld like basically a steel cage around the engine and that, so when it falls over, which it will do a lot, of course, the only videos you see where it doesn't fall over, they basically roll around, don't they? I don't know if you've ever seen, they just like roll around because it's like they're just bulletproof. They chuck them down the road all the time.
Some of them use them crash bars to make stunts out of, where they just go around in circles, and you just like, I bet that took ages to work on that one. But no, some of them are quite amazing, but you know, they get paid.
Indeed.
Like bacon.
Okay, next one out from Headcat Harley says instructions just say run wires direct to battery. The other end goes to a dock for the TTV5. It doesn't mention anything about a fuse there, which will concern me.
There might be an inbuilt fuse in it, but
Yeah.
if it's inbuilt, it might not be replaceable.
What I want to say is, if you've got instructions, why are you asking us?
Yeah!
Read the manual!
I never read instructions.
There's no harm in having a second opinion.
He's trying to confuddle us.
I'll catch them out.
As he's sat there with his instruction manual in front of him. now sat in front of his bloody iPad or whatever, laughing at us.
Connect one wire to the exhaust and the other wire to your finger, and it'll be perfect.
That'll do it.
Open and close your mouth quick enough, it'll draw current, and then you'll be able to run your TomTom off it.
That only works on a woman.
I'm not too sure about opening and closing the mouth quickly. Do like a fish.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so thanks for that, Harley. We've got another question in from Aaron Dell. I'm not an expert on 125s, but he says, what's everyone's recommendations on getting a 125cc bike? I'm guessing that's so that you can pass your test, buddy.
Yeah, it's a good idea. There you go.
So, yeah, getting a bike's a good start.
Is he asking us what bikes to recommend?
What bike would you recommend?
Well, you need to have a 125cc bike to pass your test in the first place in terms of, you know, doing your CBT and stuff. You can't do your CBT on a...
You just...
Go on, Skate.
I would say you just hire their bike, Andy. It's like £10 more and it's insurance and everything's covered, so, you know.
Yeah, but to get road experience, it can't beat riding around on a little one.
No. And they can be fun as well, especially if you restrict them.
Until you get to the big one, then you go back to the little one and you're like,
Yeah, I want to relive my childhood and go on that 125. Oh my word, how slow does this feel?
Who wants it? Do you want to buy it? Buy it? Buy it? Sell it? No, you can have it.
No, if I was getting a 125 and wanted to start off now, my recommendation would always be get a decent second-hand one that's a little bit older, so you can get used to it and you can make your mistakes on it and not worry about damaging it that badly. Don't go for a Chinese bike unless you know how to look after them and keep them going.
And you don't mind buying a second one for spares. Yeah, I'd say, look, I know everyone wants one. Everyone goes for a sporty, cool-looking learner bike because, you know, oh, you want something cool, but try and resist and just go for a normal, bulk standard, boring upright. Right, Keith? Bulk standard upright, riding along like a YBR 125 or a CG 125, and it'll last you forever because people don't really destroy them or rag them about like the sportier ones, and they're not so temperamental. But yeah, 125, go for it. Next.
Yep. Hello, Keith, how you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Sorry I'm late.
That's alright, mate. Welcome along.
Thank you.
You were having bacon, weren't you?
Yeah, bacon.
Bacon.
Bacon also.
I don't
It's
think
all over his face.
I bet you're partial to a bit of bacon, aren't you?
I like a bit of bacon.
Yeah, I thought so.
I've been out for my tea tonight, so I went to the pub for my tea tonight.
Oh, you possibly it.
Mm.
Oh, we did the same, didn't we?
I had bangers and mash. Very nice.
Mm.
Now, what do you have to eat though?
Let's see where this is going.
I had 2 boobs.
Oh yeah, Mrs. B had 2 boobs.
Did you?
Chicken boobs.
Chicken boobs.
Yeah.
Do they squeak?
No, they didn't.
Keggy.
Right, let's quickly get rid of these 2 questions in the best possible taste. So just leading on from what we were just talking about, Hebcat Harley says, big job to get the seat off as it's bolted down proper. Or get the required tools and unbolt it, buddy. See what it is. And then quickly back to Aaron Dow. No, due to money, I've gone to a smaller bike. Oh, okay, like a 50cc. Yeah, the 125cc's, I have to say, when you scratch around on eBay, they're all expensive, aren't they? Because everyone wants to take the test on.
Yeah.
But they last a lot longer in petrol and servicing's a lot cheaper. So.
I mean, can you still get 50cc geared bikes?
I'll go for 100 if you want. My first bike was a Honda H100A. That went perfect for many years. Never failed.
Yeah, Skeggy, your missus has got a. Is it a CG 100?
A CB.
CB. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, CB100N.
There you go.
I've got an Aprilia 50 in my garage, geared.
Is it in
Awesome.
pieces?
Not really, no.
Was it in pieces?
Fairings are all off it, but it's a nice little bike.
Yeah. But
50
then it's
cc.
40 ones.
Yeah, well, the little sporty ones.
Yeah.
They rag the guts out of them, don't they?
Oh yeah. That's why I stick. Yeah. My first bike was a 50 gear. It was a Supermoto Derby Sender. But, you know, ting, 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 ting. Yeah. Smelled brilliant, but yeah.
Mine was as well. Mine was the AP50. I loved it.
They still go around. They're collectors now.
I know. Do you know what? When I first started this channel, it's nearly a year old now. I thought about, do you know what? I'd love to go and get an AP50. They're like flipping 12 grand in total to try and flip and put together, and that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like the RD350 and RD250. That's ridiculous. You look at me like £13,000 for that. Yeah. Where did you wake up?
So yeah, I'd love to do that, but not for that price. Jesus, not unless I win the lottery. But yeah, so a small bike will do just as well, just to give you the experience. I mean, the only trouble with the 50cc's, the new ones, I don't know how the restriction law works anymore. I mean, obviously, an old, like an AP50, for example, they'll do, well, mine did nearly 60 miles an hour. I don't know how that would work today. If I was just starting to, you know, ride a bike and I got an AP50, would I have to restrict it?
I wouldn't have thought you'd have to restrict one of those.
No. It might go. I don't know. They're a bit funky, aren't they, with the laws at the moment? They put the horsepower up on the restricted licenses.
Yeah.
Difficult one, that. But yeah, anyway, either way, as long as you get experience riding, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
But the 125s, I agree, they do rip you off in the price just because they know that everyone needs to or wants to have a 125 before they pass their test.
Got the newer ones. They got a shorter lifespan than the older ones, which is annoying. But
yeah. Okay, let's quickly say evening to. Oh, why can't I not remember how to say that? Martin
BR5.
Martin BR5.
Yeah. Say what you see.
Okay. It's a catchphrase. Marty B, R5. Hi, buddy.
Hi, buddy.
Hi, bosses.
Alright.
The trouble is, though, when you're moderating this, you have to kind of try and read it first before you say it, so in case it's not anything you don't want to say.
The trouble is, you've always found Martin with an IN at the end.
Yeah, that doesn't help. People, sort it out, blimey. What's going on?
Stop giving him excuses, Jim.
he's old enough and small enough to, you know, stand up for himself.
I am indeed.
With help.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if I suppose in another flipping universe, I might have been called Angry Biker, but that name's already gone. So, so Headcut Harley's come back saying, really want some connection removable. Really want some connectional. See, look. Really want some connection removable as the TT connection end is not waterproof. Oh, gaffer tape it or put some silicone on it. You know.
You can always use bullet crimps or something similar to that, or you can look on eBay and just get a male and female connector that push together and pull off, and just solder the ends on both ends. It's fairly easy to do.
Yeah, they also sell fuck, I don't know what it's called. It's a waterproof connector, like David was talking about, but you just have to crimp the wires, and they've got like O-rings, silicone O-rings, and silicone ring seal in it, so it's waterproof. So you can just disconnect and reconnect it. But if he's going to disconnect it and take the mount off when it's raining, it's still going to get water in the actual plug socket because it's open. But I don't know. Stick it in a bag.
Yeah.
There's
Back in the day, stick it in the bag.
The best thing I have found is if you nip to the shop and buy a map, no electrical problem whatsoever.
Yeah, but then the map gets wet and it's like playing paper mache with your tank.
No, you put it in a plastic bag. Be sensible.
Oh, so now you got to get a plastic bag as well as a map.
Plastic bag, I'll tell you what.
This list keeps on growing, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
How are you going to hold the plastic bag down?
Or you get a nice Bluetooth headset that I've seen that someone's posted up lately, and an iPhone, and then just have it talk to you, and then just not trust whatever it said.
Who thought that one? Who thought of that one? That's a good one, that. I like that one.
Yeah, you don't even have to go to the expense of a plastic bag.
Yeah, but then you don't ever trust what the woman tells you, which you shouldn't anyway, because, you know, women.
It's getting really complicated, this subject.
Yeah.
I want to get another point.
And he's sitting there going, the fuck are they talking about? Daughter!
Right, so we'll move on from that and say hello to Southern Fried Tom. Right, Tom?
Hello, mate.
All right, buddy. How you doing? If you want to join, Tom, obviously let us know and I'll send you a link. I can do that now anyway. Multitasking. Durr. So we just go to Martin BR5.
Just call him Martin.
Martin. At last, I got my new bike last weekend. Yamaha XJ6N.
6N.
Over the moon with it. Wow, that must be powerful. See what I did there. Oh, congratulations, mate.
You've been on one of them, Mr. B.
Yours?
No, Calm Bikers.
Oh, that one.
That's an XJ6F. The N just means it's naked. Mine is the XJ600, which is the model before that.
Right.
Andy thought it was a push bike because it was so quiet.
Mine the one that has exhausts.
I have to say.
Pop it up.
I have to say, Calm Bikers is definitely the quietest bike I've seen for a long time. Honestly. Well,
Is it electric?
Electric? That's completely silent.
Vicky's going about the new Harley Davidson electric.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I think any electric vehicle is dangerous to pedestrians. They need to have a sound generator on there.
We talk about motorbikes on here, Vicky.
Yeah.
Yeah, not mobility scooters.
Not when you have to ride along and go, bram, 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 bram.
Yeah.
Let's do Charlie Riders that watch this. Just watch it, you lot.
Yeah, I know, but an electric Harley, oh, come on.
I can imagine all the Harley riders, even Hebcat, are thinking, yeah, that's not a bike.
Exactly.
It's a hair-drawn wheel.
It's got an electric booster in it, because we've not heard it yet.
Oh.
But no, that sort of stuff doesn't work. And I've seen videos where they've got an electric vehicle and they try and then emulate and put a sound system in to try and make the noise. It's like, what?
It's like a tap pulling up at the lights, isn't it? Boom, boom, boom. What the fuck?
Oh dear. Anyway.
Apparently it's got a range of 100 miles as well, which is like, oh, no, really it's not.
Yeah, range of 100 miles if you're very careful with the throttle.
Oh, I could really dig into some Harley, criticising, but I'm not gonna.
No, that's not gonna.
That Tesla road car that they got out there, brilliant, loads of power. Same problem when it comes to charging and everything, isn't it?
16 hours.
I was impressed by the safety with that car. Because they had that fault where, it burst into flame.
That's a
It
problem.
actually protected itself as not to damage anyone in there, only the front of it, or whatever it was, caught fire, and only one cell of the battery got damaged. But the protection system, that was immense, because there was a big spike that went into it from the road, and it was like, fucking hell, that'd destroy an engine.
Should build them out of lipos. Boom!
Okay, let's catch up on a few more of these. Southern Fried Tom says, maybe later, I'm at work right now. And he's referring to joining the hangout, obviously. Epcat Harley says, Brill, thanks for all our lovely tips. And now I'm going to Big Kev. Going to defrost the car, going to work, have a great time riding this weekend. I'll be waiting for the vids. Ride safe, mate.
Car.
And you, mate. By the sounds of it, you'll be driving safe today, so have a good day, and we'll see you soon, buddy. So I switch back to Aaron. LOL, going lower than 125 is suicide on the roads nowadays. Well, yeah, if you've got a bike that's restricted to 28.5 miles an hour, I believe.
And you live in the middle of nowhere, you're screwed.
Yeah, I want to get to work. See you next week.
It's when the truck passes you and you have to pray.
That wasn't Aaron, Andy. That was A.A. Ron.
He needs glasses, we know that.
I do, yeah.
Where are they?
I know.
I'm wearing them in a hangout. Oh, laugh at me. They'll say I'm a Smurf. They'll say I'm Papa Smurf.
That's a dirty laugh. Dirty laugh.
Where's the cauldron when you need it?
Yeah, bubble trial and trouble.
I love the way she.
They're going, I'm not amused. Do I look at
I love the
Hold your
way
breath
she.
for a minute, Andy. We'll see if you turn blue.
No, I won't turn blue, mate. Anyway, I'm not fussed anyway because I know that my bike's faster than your bike.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I do.
If I turn that, you know, the shot up a little bit more, it might blow my engine up, but I'll blow up in front of you.
Yeah, but
I'll catch it on the camera.
And shower you with parts.
No, you won't. I'll go underneath them, mate. Obviously, because I'm so small.
Oh yeah, true.
Who said that?
also you can sustain your top speed, Mr. B.
Pardon?
Also, you can sustain your top speed.
Yes, of some miles an hour. Yeah.
You got to have a road long enough to do that.
I was going to say the great thing about the Hayabusa or any bike like that is that there is a problem with the fact that there are only so many roads. As long as they're straight enough, you can do that sort of speed anyway.
Yeah, with mine you have to time it. You're like, there's a long road, and this is the point I need to go fast. There we go. Now I've got to slow down. Or
There's no problem doing the speed, it's getting back down again.
Well, yeah, stopping's another issue. And I have heard, you know those like gentle curves that you see on motorways where you think, oh yeah, I can blast down there. I've heard that when you're doing 200 miles an hour, it's almost like going around a roundabout.
Oh yeah, it's scary.
It can be scary, I've heard.
You have to stick your leg out apparently, just to get the wind to resist you to turn.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other thought as well, so I've heard, is that when there's other cars on that motorway, you've got to bear in mind that you're approaching cars at 140 miles an hour and they're parked.
Well, they've no right to be on your motorway, have they?
When was the last time you approached a parked car at 140 miles an hour? It's not a safe thing to do. So I've heard.
My bike can't do 140 miles an hour.
You're waving it. I ain't gonna mention that at the Bulldog Bash they've got the drag strip that anyone can go on.
Yeah, I'm going on it.
I know you are. I'm almost tempted. I'm like,
Come on. Hey, Mr. flipping Nos.
I know. Well, I know I'll end up blowing my engine up and have to get a pickup on the way back home.
If you actually put one out, that'll make a really good video.
Huh?
Who's actually going on air to the Bulldog Bash?
What was that?
I said, who's actually going? Who's on this hangout to the Bulldog Bash?
Oh, Skaggy's going, awesome.
Oh.
Oh, he's just pointing up.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going on Roll It Brum because I'll have the bike ready for that. I'll have all my brakes done and everything by the time I do that, and I've got my tyres.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've been told that Hellboy's going to buy me a beer, so...
He owes me a beer because he had me searching for a flipping car-bretted Hayabusa.
What?
I know. Anyway, he owes me a beer on it because I said if you can find me a carbureted Hayabusa, I'll buy you a beer. If you can't, you buy me one.
That's alright, I don't like beer.
Fuckers just joined the questions. Have fun with the name, Andy.
Yeah.
Ah, you're screwed.
That's iBrinks.
Oh, it's
Brinks. Oh,
Where's your man card? I mean your child card. Give it back.
oh dear.
yeah. All right. Well, I'll quickly select that now then. Since we've all mentioned it. Hi, Brinks.
Hi, Brinks.
Right.
He's saying, sup, babe?
He's just saying sup with some cool shades as a smiley. That's what it is.
Yeah, but doesn't it mean B? You know, what's up, B? Which means babe or babe or babe.
Mr. B, innit? Duh.
No, it's babe or whatever it is. The
I'm a
gangster.
bit of a babe as well, though, to be honest. Right. Oh, Southern Fried Tom. He's going to go to the bash. That'll be awesome, mate. That's 2 beers I won't need to buy. Excellent, mate. Look forward to seeing you there, mate.
There is a little thing on Motorcycle Community, isn't there? On it.
Is there?
Yeah, you put it up there.
Oh,
melon.
I put an event up on Community Biker, not Community Biker,
Motorbike.
bikecommunity.com.
Yeah, and apparently you and me are the only people going. I was like, yeah, this could be fun.
Mrs. B's going.
Is your missus coming, Chaz?
Giggity. She might, I don't know. It depends if, you know.
Who
How
wears
many
trousers
more
in your house? Bloody hell, just drag her along.
She whinges. But she knows Skiggy's going, so I can't say no.
Pardon?
She knows Skiggy's going, so she won't stay away.
Oh, Huggy Skeggy.
Yeah, best friend Skiggy.
Skeggy's not saying anything.
He's not.
I've no need to. It only winds him up.
Oh, don't wind me up. You can have her. You can keep her. Feed her girl.
Chaz.
Huh?
She's not there at the moment, then I'll take it.
No, she'll probably text me. She does watch these now. She's found out where to see them. They're annoying.
Yeah, make your own bleeding bed from now on. That's what it'll be.
Oh, that was a great hangout when we got bed making live. I mean, that's got to be better than Fox watching live, surely.
That was a text in. I mean,
The Fox Watch. We've done.
So it's an hour in and we still haven't seen a fox. Brilliant. Brilliant.
I see foxes every fucking night.
I see dead people.
Yeah, Waving is not dead.
Tonight.
That's why he looked like a ghost, didn't he?
I thought he started drawing himself. I had to check, but no one's opened that app again.
Now, maybe that's because Carl Biker's not here.
Jinx, watch David. Watch David.
No, I'm refraining because it's Mr. B's hangout and I'm not going to spoil it for him.
I just wanted to draw.
There's no way at the moment to
I
disable
want
that.
to draw a white hat on his head. Glasses. And a beard. You getting this yet?
Yes, I got it. A white beard and a white hat. No, it's a red hat, isn't it?
Where's Ted?
Where's Tib? I don't know where Tib is. Why?
He's probably working, I would think.
Yeah. He works a lot of nights, doesn't he?
Let's drink out.
Unsociable hours. Cheers, Skeggy. Have you put sugar in that?
I hope not.
Right.
Pepsi.
Yeah, Skeggy on Pepsi.
No, sugar in a Guinness.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the queues. We've got Dev Melon. Has anyone got the GoPro lookalike camera? Why hasn't it got an external mic for?
Because
Would that be?
Yes, me and Jim Pound have got the GoPro lookalikes, and it hasn't got an external mic port because that costs money. Oh yes, and also
Gaz has got one in his pocket.
An external mic port.
a pink one.
It was extra.
Mine's a gold one, of
Oh,
course.
you Goldfinger.
Bling.
It
My,
can track the lightning.
Yep, that's what it's there for.
I'm pretty sure that cheap one I got, the AS thing, it's got a mic port, but it's a smaller micro mic port.
I haven't tried the micro USB. I haven't tried the micro USB connections to see if there is a mic out secretly hidden in it. But, you can always open up the case and mod it. It's not hard.
Yeah, take out the internal mic and just put a couple of leads coming out into a jack.
But to be honest, it doesn't seem like the camera you'd vlog with because it's a bit big. It's got an open case on the back, but the audio's never going to be brilliant.
Probably better than a second camera, I think.
What's that, a brick?
Jeez.
Hey, no, watch. This is, hang on, I'll select this out because it will deselect and shit.
Is that
It
a black pudding?
It must be a really big camera because you look really small behind it.
This is magic watch.
Is that one of the old cameras?
It suddenly got smaller.
Is that yellow and on a pole by the side of the road?
Is that a slightly smaller brick?
Yes, it is a slightly smaller bit. Look, it does have an external mic port.
Yeah.
I can get the fucking thing out of the way.
Yeah, but how much was that one?
How much was it? 100 quid.
Ah, these are about 55.
Right, but then it comes with all this other stuff, like this add-on, which is an external battery booster, which means it lasts for 4.5 hours, and it does.
Yeah, but we paid £5 for another battery.
Yep.
Yeah, but it also comes with a rear screen that you plug in as well in the same port.
Yeah, ours has got a screen already built in.
What, a colour screen?
Yeah.
And a waterproof case.
Yeah, mine's got waterproof cases for small and large as well.
And 10 million adapters and fittings and GoPro add-ons.
Yeah, come in a truck for all the millions of adapters that came with it.
Oh yeah, it's got a headband adapter. So you can do
Yeah,
karate.
got one of those, yeah. That's what I use for my flying that little thing. I look like a right idiot on the field with. I don't look right idiot anyway, before anyone says it, but anyway.
Oh,
So anyway, yeah, but I haven't got a mic plug-in thing that small. Is it like a 2.5 mil instead of?
Most likely. It'll be either 2.5 or 3.5, and if that's a smaller one, it'll be the 2.5.
Yeah, and I've got a 2.5 mic, so.
If you want Matlins, you can get an adapter plug.
Yeah.
2.5. It's only the same as Drift HD.
Yeah.
That's my rear camera that I put on the mirror that points backwards.
It's not as slim as mine. Mine's really slim.
An iPhone.
It's got a built-in screen.
Built-in
camera.
Do you know what? That always reminds me of Jim. I have to say, Jim, you are a legend. You are a legend, mate. When you was walking around with that bloody iPhone mounted right up here somewhere, I was just brilliant. Just excellent, mate. Excellent.
Look like a right Essex boy.
And he's saying, I'm going down the road, and all the kids are taking the piss out of me. What is that then?
Not motorbike. Why are you all laughing at me?
I'm getting better signal.
Just imagine the flipping resistance on that when you get going. Wow. But no, that was brilliant, mate. That was the legend. That's why you need to subscribe to Jim Payne, because he's got all the stuff going on there, I tell you.
We spend more time looking at Jim by his bunk beds or Jim looking at Jim from his bike nowadays.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You've not been on the bike for a while, Jim.
What's that?
Have you been on the bike vlogging recently?
I've just put one up doing the review, but it's looking at me again.
Well, you're not a bad-looking chap at the end of the day, are you, considering? So,
Yeah, that's why I do it.
yeah.
Oh, this is a romance starting, is it?
But we've got plenty of excuse this Saturday.
Are you going on that ride out?
Yeah. Unlike somebody I know, Andy.
Do you know what? I really wanted to go to that, but we've got to go and do this bloody poker.
Yeah, I gotta play cards.
The funny thing is, right, it's because I've got to go and get my registration, right, because it's going on this weekend. Athlete! And we're both... Oh, hang on. Get my fingers around the right way. We're both playing poker.
No, it's not. It's the Northwest Snap Championships, that's what it is.
Yeah, and then it's followed by Trumps.
Poker.
That's not by Trumps, hopefully, if I can get my cards in time.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Let's go to the questions and quickly select this one from Brinks. Because they're terrible, LOL. I purchased a cheap action cam. The firmware went after 2 days of using it. Where did it go?
Where the fuck did the firmware go?
You could get rid of the firmware.
They probably changed out the memory card.
Probably means that the camera crashed and wouldn't reset itself.
Yeah. But yeah, I suppose you get what you pay for, really. I mean, I don't know what cheap is, but I
Should
think
have gone over to China, find out what little Chinese dude made it, and frog marched him back over here.
Well, no, if you tell them on eBay or something like that, they usually say, "Oh yeah, we'll send you another one." They won't even ask for the one that's broken.
they probably make like 300% profit on the one they sold you.
Oh yeah, parts are ridiculously cheap when they make them in bigger orders.
Okay. Okay, so quickly finish off questions on cameras. Devon, my camera, Mrs. B found it was on one of those Groupon things.
Yeah.
It was a Groupon special deal. I don't know what it costs now, but it's called AEE 19. And it comes with loads of stuff, and the battery and everything else comes with it. So yeah, it's an AEE 19. They might be more expensive now because it was a Groupon deal. Yeah. Why? You're Googling it?
No, I'm busy.
Alright, we'll look it up. AEE 19. It's a good camera. It's got loads of functions, 1080p and all that stuff. You know, I think I got a bargain, to be honest, but there we go. But I can't guarantee it will be that cheap. Sorry, go on, Dave.
I just put it on to have a quick look in eBay, and the first one pops up, shows you camera, it says $14.99, but it's actually the mount that they're selling. 120, 152, 199, 129, 118, 133, so over the £100 mark.
Yeah, but I mean, it was on a special deal. I'd pay 120 quid for another one, to be fair. Its low light isn't great, but then that's not what I bought it for. I bought it for long recording time, and just for the rear camera and like mounting out on the side of the bike when I get to that bit. So it's good for that, but only in the daytime.
Yeah, if you wanted low light, you go for the new Ghost and then watch it break down and have a complete hissy fit on you and then stop working.
Well, I'm quite. I mean, the low light on my Sony is really good. This one.
Yeah, it all depends on what image sensor it's got in it.
Well, Sony have always used really good image sensors, haven't they? I mean, the low light's really good on it, but the one I want now, this is an AS15. But
You
what I
want
want,
the wristband, didn't you?
I want that AS100, the white one, which does it all, and it's waterproof outside of the case.
Yeah, but it's white. Next you'll be sticking white bits of vinyl over your helmet and bike.
Tape in some black spray, it'll be fine.
You could probably get a skin kit for them cameras.
Yeah.
Skin kit. That's like putting a condom over it.
Or bacon.
Not very safe though, condoms, are they?
Don't put bacon on your action cameras. Right.
Eat it instead. It's much
Oh, Devon's found one for £93. Well, if it's an an AEE 19, then get it, mate. It's a good camera.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 on there for just over 90 quid, all from China. But I haven't looked into it to see if you get all of the fitting kits with it or not.
You should do.
That's how some of them save the money. They sell just the camera
Yeah.
at a higher rate than what it would be if you bought the camera with all the kit.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to, when I buy like electrical stuff like cameras and stuff like that, I've tried to get them from the UK, based in the UK at least, just to save, the time of shipping and all that, as well as if something goes wrong with it. But you can get the Japanese sellers that actually shipped it over and they're in the UK, and they're probably the cheapest price, and that's probably the price there.
Yeah. No, I mean it should come. It comes in a box just like the GoPro. There's a review on my channel. There's a camera stuff group somewhere on my channel, and you'll find it in there. But it comes in the same sort of box as the GoPro, with the camera at the top and all the stuff at the bottom, and the camera's in a clear case, and you get an extra battery which plugs into it, so you get more filming time, cases to fit both, and a rear screen, and all loads of mounts and stuff. It's alright. It's not a bad deal. But like I say, it's my auxiliary camera, you know, for external shots. I wouldn't put it on my helmet because of the profile.
It's like
I don't like the GoPro profile, you know, a big fat flipping thing on the side of your head or on top of your head.
Apparently the new ones are in a bit of problems or something.
What? Which ones?
The brand new GoPros that are out.
What is that on now? Silver, gold, what?
I have no idea. They've changed them quite a bit though. But I don't know. I think it's all firmware again. That's the only thing that lets them down.
Yeah. Is it still the same square profile?
Oh yeah. They won't change that, will they?
See, I prefer that. I mean, like the drift and everything else, that thin profile, that's what you want on your crash helmet, innit? You don't want no big fat square on the side or on the top or wherever.
Well, Late Rider 4 and me, he kept saying that GoPro were messaging him and emailing him saying, because he said, oh, what if we stuck the GoPro innards inside a Contour and, you know, you tried that out for a design, like in the design department, and they said, yeah, if you can do it, send us it, and, you know, we'll have a look at it. And so I was just like, no, I don't really want to pull apart a Contour or a GoPro. But if they made it that sort of shape a little bit smaller, it'd be perfect.
GoPro said, can you do our own R&D for us? Is that what you said then, Chaz? GoPro said, if you can do it, send us the details.
Well, no, what they wanted to know is if we'd do it, because, you know, them being, oh, we don't want to try that, you know, because, you know, we've got a lot on and shit like that, we're too lazy and all that crap. But they said, oh, if you can do it, we'd be impressed and we'll give it a look. Because I think they're on about trying to change the shape a bit, even though it's kind of trademark sort of shape now.
They didn't even want to change the shape of one of the mounts for Red Bull.
No.
Well, I'm shocked.
They said yes if you order 5,000. It's like, what?
It sounded like a bit of a sarcastic email session, really, but I don't know.
It must be, because I can't believe that a company with that much money in their pocket says, oh, do you know what, we're not willing to take the risk of taking apart one of our cameras to see if we can fit it into a different profile.
I know for a fact you could, and you could add a bigger battery if you stuck it in the Contour casing, but, you know...
Yeah, but they wouldn't entertain the conflict between their product and another product, a competitor.
Oh yeah, well Contour was for sale, they could have bought it out straight right.
Yeah, exactly. And there'll probably be copyright issues and all sorts, you know.
Oh yeah, you can't have a square camera with a little tiny screen at the front.
GoPro owns the brick.
It's colourful now.
What, sorry?
It's colourful now, isn't it? They can add colours.
So what?
The GoPro, you can make them black, can't you?
Yeah, you've always been able to get skins that you can stick over.
No, I think they're doing stock black or something now, but it's just like,
yeah, we've got something back from Full Power, and he says, or she, AS100 has limited mounts at the moment. Yeah, I mean, the mounting thing, you can use other competitors' mounts with most cameras, so...
My favourite one to use is the drift mount. Yeah. You've got anything with a tripod, like I think the AS does, doesn't it? Like your one.
Yeah.
You can just use that, and it's so simple to use it, because it clips in and out. And it's the only mount I've found that the clips haven't broken on the buckle. Oh.
I've had one for 18 months and the clips haven't broke.
Yeah.
If any cameras come with the tripod mount on them or on the case, then your job's good, and all you need to do is just use competitors' mounts. So don't let the small selection of mounts for any camera change your mind, because you can always use. I mean, GoPro's got loads, and I can use GoPro mounts on any of my cameras because they've all got the screw at the bottom, so you can mount anything with them. So you know, don't let that worry you. Get the camera that you want.
I mean, the SJ4000
Also, if you're going to make your own mounts, which some of you do quite easily, remember that the thread in it is not metric, it's a quarter 20.
Yeah. Standard tripod mount screw thread. So yeah, don't worry about mount options with a camera, as long as it's got, as Dave said, the mount that's on the back of his camera here, on the bottom. As long as it's got that, then you can screw any other competitor mount into it, and away you go. Okay, he also says, ball power, anyone tried the Nikon F60 cam yet? Not
Nylock.
Anyone?
Nylock?
No.
I've never even heard of Nylox.
Oh, Nylox, sorry. I said Nikon, didn't I?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never.
you did.
No,
Yeah,
not
Nylox. No, I've not.
Nylox.
Well, there were other questions, but they disappeared. Hang on, one's come back. And it's Southern Fried Tom. Says, I've got my retest on Monday for my Mod 2. I failed on my first attempt for crossing a lane on a roundabout when the road markings weren't even on the road. I was pretty pissed, more nervous this test than I was for the first. Well, you shouldn't be, mate, because you've had that experience now. So if that was the only thing you did wrong was crossed a lane marking that wasn't there, then I think you're all good. Really, sounds to me like you're all ready to go.
Best of luck, mate.
Yeah, and good luck, and don't worry about that. I mean, if there's no road markings, where is the end of the line? I mean, I would have argued that fact, obviously, because...
Do you think Southern Fried Tom wouldn't have argued it? Come on.
The highway code states
You're
you're supposed to treat it as lanes, whether they're printed on there or not.
What was that? Sorry, Dave?
The highway code states that you need to treat them as lanes, whether they're painted there or not.
But where is... whose lane... which lane's which? Where,
It's basically, if you're going straight over on a, for argument, a four lane island, and you're coming in on the left-hand lane, you have to stay on the left all the way around and then straight up. You don't shortcut it.
Well, yeah, I don't think you should take a racing line on a roundabout.
Not in your test. But,
Not in the test, no.
But that's basically it. If you're on the inside lane, then you stay on the inside lane, obviously. But he may have drifted slightly close to the inside if he was on the out and then come back out again, and that's probably what he failed him on. And if he did that on 3 islands, then that's quite possible.
You're definitely not allowed to drift on your test.
Yeah. You can GoPro on your test, but not drift.
Having said that, when I took my test, that was the way you went round roundabouts. You went to the middle of the lane and then signalled and then moved out again. But
when you took your test,
when he took his test, there was a bloke in front of him with a red flag. Sorry, Jim.
It's all right, David. I'll see you on Saturday.
David sits there and he comes across so sweet and innocent, don't he?
No, my test was done with a bloke stood on a piece of grass with a clipboard and flipping pen, and most of the time he couldn't see me. And I never forget, that was on my Harley 125 Twin, and there was a bridge that I went under because I was just going around in circles and I went around the other way, and that was it. And every time we went round, you had to stop by the tester and you say, right, I want you to do this next. And every time I went under the tunnel, I popped a wheelie because he couldn't see me. So I passed my test with wheeling, but don't try that at home because they probably get away with it now because they follow you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a car.
Yeah, I had a very similar experience where he just stood outside of the test in Warsaw, the test centre in Warsaw. He says, "Go around the block that way. Go around the block this way. What are your signs?" Yeah, you passed.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had.
Exactly the same for me as well.
Yay. Old school.
Old school, mate, yeah.
My first test, I just went down the road, turn left, turn left, turn left. Again, back to him, pulled up, emergency stop, asked 3 questions, there you go. Probably a good job that made me retake it after I come out of wheelchair.
Yeah, because you can only turn left.
Everybody in the comments
Yeah,
is
no
wishing
way.
Tom good luck.
There's
Yeah.
a way of testing for age. It's a bit of an ageist question, isn't it? How did you pass your test? Did you just get some fella that looked at you while she rode round and did wheelies under bridges?
Oh yeah, you couldn't see me when I did that, but I made sure my indicator was going. But yeah, just to go through the good luck wishes for Tom. Bex,
Yeah, good luck, Tom.
It'll be good. He'll
best
do
luck,
it.
Tom. You can do it.
And
So-
don't be a chicken.
Confidence, he'll do it.
Yeah, so Bex was in the same boat. She probably had some other RC person that says you take another test again so that I can get a little bit more money, if you know what I'm saying. But well done, Bex, on passing yours as well, by the way. But yeah, good luck, Tom. And also, Ginger Biker says, good luck, Tommy. Yeah, go and sort it. And also, Devon Mellon. Good luck, KFC man. And now let's go to Tom for his response to our conversation. I argued it, but at the end of the day, the examiner's word is final. Unless the roundabout had roadworks all weekend, but not on the Monday. I did my mirror check, signalled and lifesaver, and no one was there. It was a right-hand turn, and I crossed it when exited. Okay. So yeah, that's very pedantic. I could have read that better, but like I say, I always try and read ahead to try and see what the hell's going on. But yeah, Tom, good luck, mate. You'll breeze it this time, I guarantee it. I'm sure sometimes, you know, they fail people the first time so they can retake it just for that extra little bit of revenue.
I have heard some places have a quota, and once they reach the quota, they have to put them away. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I've heard it.
They always deny it when you ask them.
It even says on the website that they don't have a quota.
Right, yeah, apparently they don't have a quota.
My riding instructor told me they did.
Yeah, they do have a quota. Let's not flipping mess about. They have a quota, and basically if you fall outside that quota, they'll get really pedantic and try and make sure that one of the last few people who got that day fails. And it sounds like, Tom, you fell victim to that one. Because there was no...
At least he'll be taking his test at the beginning of the month, so the new quota should be in.
Yeah, and there's a tip for all your viewers. If you're going to take a test, make sure it's at the beginning of the month, therefore you'll pass because they won't have to worry about the quota. And if any testers want to complain, just send your email to me and I'll just delete it.
And you'll print it out on nice paper, and then you'll screw it up and throw it in the bin. Just so you got the nice satisfaction of screwing it up and throwing it in the bin.
Oh yeah, send me that stuff. Like any like really angry ones, you know, they go, "Oh my word, we don't have a quota." I'll be like, "Yeah, okay, bin."
I do that with chain letters. I tell everybody, send me your chain letters. I'll get rid of them.
Yeah, actually, it's quite handy now. It's nice to sit outside. You know, when it starts getting a bit nippy, you can put all those letters in the old, what's it called, chimney? Chimney. In the back garden, and it produces some nice heat as it burns. Anyway, Seven Fried Tom comes back and says, "Hey, cheers, lads and ladette." Hey, there may be more than one watching Tom, but yeah, in terms of comments and feedback, yeah. Good luck, Tom. You're going to breeze it, mate. Don't worry about it. Don't actually worry about it whatsoever. It sounds to me like you've done a fine job the first time round, but you weren't in the quota. Right, all the questions are gone.
Drawing nap.
You what?
Drawing nap time.
No, it's not drawing nap time.
5 minutes if you're all good.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, Mrs. B says.
Oh, Mrs. B, you're so good to us.
That dirty laugh
I
again.
have to sit here and moderate the whole thing, that's why.
As a penis gradually grows out your head.
Oh no, I can't. But I do have a lovely feature that allows me to kick people from the panel. So that's always
We've got to work out which one of us does it.
Well, I know he's not going to kick me because he hasn't got his bike yet.
He's really blackmail now. What?
He can't kick me either because he ain't got his chicken.
Oh well, can't catch me. Don't tempt me. But no, I won't kick all my friends. Yeah.
He's sponsored by Virgin tonight, Andy.
Virgin.
I thought you were drinking from a Virgin can.
It's a MotoGP.
Isn't it?
MotoGP.
It's red and white to me.
It's definitely MotoGP, which is bike related. Funny enough. Okay, Ginger Biker. Need a pee. Hold being funny for a second.
Been drinking too much of my brew.
Pause. But yeah, Ginger, why don't you get your arse in here instead?
It was much more fun when you used to come in and we used to listen to you.
Dulcet tones.
It's dulcet tones.
Yes. If you notice, well, whilst he's not here, if he's not here, then well, I'm just going to say right now that doesn't it? When he talks, he always sounds like he's moaning.
Well, that's because he does moan.
He's a moaner, isn't he? Hold on a minute, I'm going for a pee before you get funny again.
I think he's back.
Come on, Ginger.
He's a moaning ginger, that's what it is.
He's got no soul, you can't upset him.
No, I know, but I do like to have, be controversial and all that. Right, so there's no questions, which is always good because it makes my life easier. Has anyone got anything they wish to talk about, and any news or gossip?
Where's that cricket sound effect?
Wearing high-vis vests before. It really made me chuckle.
Mrs. B saw 4 people in a car wearing high-vis.
All 4 of them were wearing it. It was hilarious.
Was it a network rail car, by the way?
No, it was just like a Ford Mondeo or something.
Brilliant.
CID.
Right, I'm off, everybody. Good night. Great hangout.
Right, Jim. Cheers,
Bye,
mate.
Jim.
See you on
Jim,
Saturday. If you go in, if not, I'll see you at another hangout or whatever.
You will do, mate. Take it easy.
Good night.
Yeah.
Mate.
Bye.
Right, Dave. Find invisible.
Naked, bacon.
Ooh.
I want to know why old Ginger's bloody Biker 82 has decided to say that he's offline on his Skype. Switch it-
Does that sport your fun, Skeggy?
Well, not really. I've just sent him a link anyway, but...
He's having a poo. He's lied. He's not having a
He's
poo.
going for a pee, not a poo.
We're going to talk about Ginger Biker having a poo now. Live.
No. Refuse. What's happened to Wyvern Biker? Has he gone for a crap?
He's probably talking to Mrs. Should we move on from crap? Oh, it's a great question coming from Vol Power, by the way. What's your thoughts on the MotoGP standings? Anyone?
You have to stand at the
Suffer
moment.
Candy, you go first, mate. Go on.
Well, I do love me motorsport. That's probably the thing I watch most of anything. I think it's nice to see Valentino Rossi getting his mojo back again.
Okay, boy.
It's terrible to see Crutchlow struggling on that piece of shit called a Decay. I don't know how many bloody riders have tried to ride it, and that's just a piece of shit. But it was a bloody good bike a few years back, when Stoner and that lot were riding it. He could fucking thrash it around, but now it's just awful. But Marquez, he just cannot live with the boy. And sometimes you see he goes into situations where most riders would be sliding down the gravel, and that boy just controls that bike so well, and he's fearless. And I think you've got a guy who's going to dominate it for years to come if he doesn't get injured. And as for Pedrosa, more said or less said the better, really, moaning a little shit. But I'm enjoying it again. It's getting a little bit more exciting now. It got a bit boring. That's nice to see that Suzuki's going to be back in next year, and I'd love to see Kawasaki get a team as well. So because they do so well in the superbikes with and PSP and that, and I can't understand why they just don't go into MotoGP unless that's the money side of it. I don't know. But
Is
sorry, mate. Go on.
I was going to say, is Suzuki going to bring in the Bandit?
I hope not.
But they're in next year. They're going to have a team next year. So that'll be another manufacturer. But Kawasaki should be there, really. They're dominating World Superbike at the moment. You know, so I can't see why they don't. But yeah, so that's good racing at the moment. It's been exciting where it got boring a couple of years ago or last year. But this year is fantastic.
If I remember right, the Superbikes are just really bikes you can buy off the streets, whereas the MotoGP is like Formula One, where it's prototype bikes. So
Yeah.
probably they don't want to spend the money at the moment.
Well, I always remember, I think that was Shaky Byrne was talking the other day about BSB, because they are just, well, they're not standard, but they're not much for more than that. And he actually said there's more technical bikes in the car park, and then what we're riding around is the track. And he was a bit pissed off because I think it was last year or the year before, they took all the gazmos off it and just made them into sort of normal bikes, basically. And he was a bit pissed off about it. And he reckoned, you know, you go out and buy yourself some of these bikes, and they got more stuff on it, and then what you can get on a bloody BSB bike, you know. But still, what was it, 220 horsepower or something, 230 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds or something. They're still pretty bloody quick.
Still faster than a car.
Oh, Christ, yeah. Tom Sykes in World Superbikes on that Kawasaki, man, he is unbelievable at the moment. Nobody can just, well, he's got to be given a MotoGP ride soon, because if he don't, they're missing out on one hell of a talent there, you know. Far better than Crutchlow.
You've just blown Mr. B's mind. He's had to disappear.
Is he? He's going to spank a monkey, probably.
I'm making bacon.
Because we're talking big superbikes.
Where you been, Keith?
Where have I been? I had to make a phone call to the nearest and dearest.
All right.
What,
I'm sorry, but I didn't receive a phone call.
She says, "What are you doing?" I says, "Oh, nothing. Just sort a few things out, darling."
I'm on air. I'm famous. Go away.
Hurry up, because I need to get back to them.
Just say Coronation Street's on or something.
Oh no, she knows I hate that.
As far as MotoGP is concerned, I used to watch it. I don't now, and I don't know why. I just fell out with it, and I'll catch the odd one and sit there glued to it, but then I don't sort of pay attention when the next one's on, and you know.
It's probably because it's not on BBC Two anymore.
Probably. They put it on at times and all sorts of things, you know.
Yeah.
I'm the same as Skeggy. I used to watch it. Now I'm just like, nah.
Yeah. I'm not really a fan of watching motorsport. I'd rather be out riding the bike than watching bikes going round and round the track. But you know, it's horses. I mean, sometimes I watch it, but it's like Formula One. Formula One, I'm a bit the same. Some weeks I'll watch it. Other weeks, I think, you know, I've got better things to do and watch them who's around the track.
See, I can't avoid Formula One, but I'll sit here and I'll watch a NASCAR race, and that's going around 2 mile ovals, because it's more exciting. Because you think they're just going round and round, but bloody hell, anything can happen at any time.
Yeah. Oh, there's a left turn. I'm coming next. There's a left turn. Right, where's the next one? Oh, it's a left turn.
That's the most turns in America, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Track.
But I tell you what, it's more exciting than bloody Formula One. Formula One's not that bad this year. It's got a little bit better.
It's better this year now. They've reduced the engine sizes, haven't they? But it's a bit more competitive this year.
Yeah, I just find I get very, very bored after when they have too many laps. You know.
Yeah.
20, 30 laps on a motorbike is enough even for me, you know. But
I don't know. Being on the track and have to sit for an endurance race, you go, oh my God, is it over yet?
Let's go for the Le Mans 24 hours.
Oh, God.
No.
Skeggy would be perfect for that. We'd just be like, fine,
So, with my memory, I'm the same as Jim. I'd be all right because I'd be sort of just forgot about what I was doing sat there, and if I could go by, and I'd go, Awesome.
Hi guys, sorry I had to go for a wee.
It was a poo, really.
Oh.
PlayStation's better, but then again, an Xbox is better than that.
We was told that you'd gone to spank the monkey.
Or for some bacon.
They were just talking to us.
Was that gone for 30 seconds?
I'm sorry, but I mean, if Vicky was still there, she would have told you. She would have heard it.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
did.
That's...
I did hear it. I'm sure it was you that said it, wasn't it, Skeggy?
No, no. No, I quite like that saying, and that's unlike me. I wouldn't have even thought of anything half that comical. I'm a little bit more blunt than that.
Yeah, we had noticed that last Hangout.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I always like to do mid-hangout is go and spank the monkey, obviously.
I'm already in the bathroom, so I'm halfway there.
Yeah, let me know when you're there, mate, and I'll flip and mute you.
You give me an hand if you want.
Guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to be going. I've got to be up early in the morning, so have a good night, and I'll see some of you on Saturday, I hope.
Yep, alright, David.
Good night, Dave.
David.
See you later.
Take care.
No.
Okay, slightly out of context now because Jim has gone, but I just thought I'd go through that anyway. Paul Power says, night, Jim. And more MotoGP related stuff. Yeah, also, Paul Power says, yeah, it's all about money in MotoGP. And all of the custom sports events, it's, you know, if you've got the money in the R&D, that's where you end up being a winner, really. Because I've got someone to buy the bike, of course. But yes. But I would like to see Rossi be successful for maybe 1 or 2 more seasons. I don't know how many seasons are left, to be honest, but it's nice to see him back on form anyway. So, let's... Ginger Biker, I don't know what context that is. Copycat?
Because you had a pee.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Right.
So no one's allowed to urinate in this world now because they're going to be copying Ginger Biker.
Okay. Gosh, a weird night tonight. Actually, Ginger Biker's fault because he started with flipping bacon or sex. Okay, Paul Star said, see you, Dave. Bye, Dave.
That's delayed, isn't it?
Hey, Paul Power, you need to put your. I don't know if I don't think I know you in terms of a vlog or anything, but put a link to your channel if you got one in the comments, and I'll go and check you out, mate. Anyway, he says bye, David. Then we will go to Devon Mellon quickly. Should I do a burnout whilst standing off the bike and with WD-40 on the tyre and whilst popping the clutch, Mr. B?
No.
If you want it to go viral, yes.
Don't do it unless you've got WD-40 on your rotors as well.
Yeah, you need on the brakes obviously, and on the discs or rotors if Chaz is going to get technical. But yeah, do it, mate. Make sure lots of external cameras so we can watch the crash. It'd be awesome.
Or the stunt, I mean.
Yeah, the stunt. Yeah, it'll all be fine, but it will probably go viral, and you can get yourself a new bike with all the revenue from your monetization.
Yeah, like Evil Knievel when he did that burnout on the gravel. Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah. I don't think you're quite ready yet for jumping any canyons yet, though, Devon.
Please do it. Please try.
Okay, and then to Vor Power, Skeggy, what bike you got and what exhaust you running, dude?
It's an XVS 1300 Midnight Star, and it's a Highway Orc slip-on.
It's gorgeous.
Mrs.
What about
B.
the bike?
I've got a big crush on Skeggy's bike.
Vicky likes to stop. Mrs. B likes to slip on, don't you, darling?
Not so much the slip-on. I like its big fat black ass.
Got a big fat black ass.
Mr. B's looking at you just to say, I don't know you anymore.
Is this the one I'm married to?
I'm hoping Mrs. B will come home soon.
Yeah.
Changed.
Yeah, it just goes to show that she reads what I write more than you do.
Oh, she's like a sponge.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gross.
I have to say though, Skeggy, your bike does look better with a hard ass.
With a hard arse.
Yeah, as opposed to the soft one.
There's a soft wobbly one.
Yeah, your soft saggy one. It's much better with a hard ass, I think. They look better.
You like hard asses, do you, Andy?
Moving on.
Is he confident?
Something Andy, are you going to answer that question?
What's that, mate?
Chaz asked you if you liked hard
I
ass.
was asking you.
Me? No, he meant you. He said Andy.
Oh,
not
did
me,
he?
mate.
All right, yeah. Well,
And well, there's three of you.
women as a whole.
I always find that hard ass make you fucking sore for a month.
Suffolk Andy likes woolly arses.
Oh,
Did
wow.
you see the video that Stinky put the other day? And he sort of mentioned me in there. And
I've mentioned you as well on one. I will mention you on one.
And then he sent me a thing through Skype apologising for doing it and hoping he hadn't upset me.
What a wuss.
I just watched it and said, no, I found it funny, so.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh, advertising. Oh, what's this?
T-shirt.
Still.
Still.
You might like to.
Is that Suffolk in Lamfest?
It's something in.
Yeah.
I thought this T-shirt's brilliant.
Oh, I don't know. Why is he wearing it?
There's something wrong about that.
Or there's one definitely for Andy. I can imagine.
You don't scare me. I have what?
Daughters.
Daughters. Yeah, I know what that means. Jesus, mine's getting real feisty lately.
It's take after a mummy.
Absolutely.
You got a daughter as well, Wyvern?
I have, yeah.
Oh, how's yours?
She's 12.
Oh, I do feel sorry for you. Only one.
I know. I've stopped at one. I thought, you know what? No more.
We should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's coming on Saturday. So if you're going on Saturday, you might get to meet her.
Does Saturday know about it?
You taking her on the back of the bike then?
Yeah, she's been on the back of the bike since she was 8.
Wow.
Do you not watch his videos?
I was there. I was there.
Do you know what? I have not watched one YouTube video this week so far. That's how bad it is.
Skeg did a fist bump, didn't you, Skeg?
Yeah.
It was awesome.
First thing I knew was when we met up at the thing, and Waveney went over to the park and called some little girl over and get on the back of the bike. Hey, is it wrong? Okay.
She doesn't know she's going on Saturday yet. I've got to bribe her with a couple of McDonald's, I think.
Just say Skeggy will be there. Everyone loves Skeggy.
Yeah.
Alright.
She'll probably go, who's Skeggy? I'll say, remember that man that did that fisty bump with you? Oh yeah, that's Skeggy.
That knobhead.
No, she won't say knobhead. She doesn't know terms like that.
Just imagine what he'd say if she said that, yeah, as well. Right, you're not coming back.
Yeah.
What have you been learning off of Skeggy?
Yeah.
It'll be right, you're grounded. Oh shit, that means I can't come.
Yeah.
Right, let's quickly go to the questions, and then I'm thinking about taking it off air. Let's get it on. So, Volpower says, I've not got a cam. If I did, I surely would be arrested by now. Ha ha ha. Yeah, mate. Obviously that means you probably haven't got a channel right now. But you know, if you want to do stuff like that, then the best thing is not record yourself doing anything illegal. And then
Record it, just don't put it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Didn't someone recently get done because they uploaded video of them doing wheelies and stuff?
Yeah, who was that? It was quite a famous vlogger, wasn't it?
No, it was a young lad in Cornwall way, wasn't it? On a bright orange KTM.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
but he
yeah.
wasn't arrested for what he did on YouTube. He hadn't put it on YouTube. The police just seized his camera.
Seized his camera and went on it, mate.
I'm sure I saw someone else post on Facebook, another vlogger, saying that he got caught and they took his memory card and then prosecuted him for doing wheelies and stuff and going to ban him for a year.
Oh, right. So you've got time for Facebook, but not for other people's videos, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I get updates on my phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's alright. We'll remember.
Yeah, whatever.
All those dislikes coming on your videos.
Looking down at you.
Well, you do that anyway, don't you? Because I'm so small.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Chaz, I can't wait till we meet in real life. So tell you what, if you are even the slightest little bit shorter than me, I will do it.
No, Iggy's already told me that I'm taller than you. I was standing on a chair, but I was still taller.
You'll be wearing your Cuban heels, won't you, Chaz?
Oh, yeah.
All I can say to you, Andy, is I have met Chaz, and when I met him the other week, I asked him to hold a little fishing pole for me. So
That wasn't a metaphor.
and he came around my house, and he was a lovely little garden gnome all weekend by the pond. But I'll tell you what, Andy, you've got to be bloody short to be shorter than him. Trust me.
Oh,
It's going to be nick and tuck here, I think.
Oh, I might put a 10 on it.
Taller than you, Andy.
Taller than Chaz.
Well, hold on a minute, right? Keith's met both of us.
Yeah.
You know, now I said that I would say Chaz has probably just got him by half an inch.
Yeah, I would say
And half
Chaz.
an inch can be a lot, can't it, Vicky?
Yeah, I don't. There's not much in it, but I think Chaz is slightly tall, I would say.
Oh,
look at me crying.
Only just.
Gonna be close.
The gnomes.
He's going to start wearing several pairs of socks and packing his boots.
But to be fair, you've got to realise that Keith's daughter's taller than both of you.
Yeah.
And she's 11.
Well, do you know what? I grew in other areas, you know what I mean? I'm not too worried about my stature, do you know? But anyway.
Oh, it's meant by your personality.
Yes, exactly. Personality.
And his enormous penis.
Oh, we really need to go off air very soon.
No, I want to hear more about this.
No, you don't. What? You don't want to hear about that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, the question's committal now. Right.
Mrs. Skeggy wants to hear about it.
Okay, let's move on. We've got some questions. More power. Yes. Karen, for sure. Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, get one and, you know, ride safe, ride invisible, and don't record anything stupid, because if a copper pulls you over, they'll go, "Can I have a look at your SD card, please?" And you'll go, "No, not really, because I've got me doing a wheelie when I shouldn't have been." So don't do it.
Most coppers don't even know they have SC cards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into that one, because you know what I think about the whole shebang. So.
I see so many people on YouTube though, and they're going down like little streets with houses down, and they pull a quick wheelie and they go, "Ha, that was cool." And it's like, do you realise that still constitutes driving recklessly?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they'll still think you're out of control of the vehicle, and they just think it's cool. It's like, fine. I ain't gonna pull flags on it, but you know, someone will.
If that ever happened on one of my videos, I would say, "Oh my word, I need to go and take this down to get it dynoed, because that was unexpected power burst there that come from nowhere."
Yeah, but loads of people just do it, and they're like, "Yeah, look, I'm cool. Look at me." It's like, no. If you do it on private land or somewhere safe, yeah.
Yeah.
On a public road, that's just no.
Go on a track day and do it, or just find a non-public road, like I did the burnout thing on some disused private land. So
I'm forever doing burnouts on gravel and stuff. I am.
yeah, or find a patch. No, don't find a patch of gravel. It will shred your tyre if you go do a burnout on gravel. Right, Devman says, "How much Lego can you fit up your butt?"
That's personal question to Mr. B.
I thought you said you read these first.
Well, it was a short question. I thought I'd be safe, but obviously not. Right.
Short question.
Devon, a Millennium Falcon.
Not a Death Star.
No, a bit tighter.
I think you'll find it's easy if you just didn't assemble something first before you shove it. Just one block at a time.
Okay.
Coming from experience.
I just apologise now. I don't know how we got here, but in terms of sticking things up your bum, it's not advised because it might get stuck, and then you have to go to A&E or something, you know.
No, babe, it's like anything else. It's fine if that's what you're into, as long as you're safe about it, and everybody is consenting.
That's good advice, Mrs. B. Well,
Yes.
thank you.
Good for me.
Bum stuff invisible.
I think you should do it. Yeah, do a vlog on it, Mr. B.
What's not invisible?
Right. Power says, can I join for the off-air bit? Yeah, if you want, after talking about sticking things up your bum, sure. Right, I'm going to take it off-air now. I'm just going to quickly get rid of these questions because that was the final straw for me. Thanks for the advice, Raw Power. And I would talk about wheeling, but that would make me a hypocrite. LOL. Yeah, but wheelie off public land is fine, you know, off the public road, do what you want on that, you know, and then you can throw anything you like at the police officer saying, it's not public, so why don't you go and do...
That's
Oh, God, Keith's already switched on draw. That's it, time to go up there.
that's really good advice, Mr. B.
Oh, so you did this. Raw Power, you need to add me on... oh, no, Ginger Bikers come online now as well now. But Raw Power, if you want to join us after, which is just about to go offline, then all you need to do is get on Skype and send a message to Brain Dump, and I will see you there, and I'll grab you in, and we'll have like half an hour off.
Skeggy,
Right.
can you draw me a goatee? I'm trying to grow one.
He ain't gonna draw you a goatee, mate. Trust me.
Right, we're going off air now. So what I'd like to say is, for everyone that's come in to help on the panel, many thanks for coming along. Do you want to say goodbye to the viewers?
Bye.
Bye.
You don't know how hard this is to resist drawing something on his face.
Yep, and that will all be done off air. Right. So yeah, Devon Mellon says, thanks, this is priceless. So all that will leave me to do now is thanks for watching, and I'll just say, ride safe whilst
Well done. Did you worry?
Huh?
Did you worry?
Ride
Seeing, yeah.
invisible.
Right, make it.
I heard the shakes bit, but I don't.
And thanks for paying attention, Suffolk Andy.
Yeah.
Suffolk Andy likes
Okay.
shit, by the way. Hey, yeah, so don't forget, Andy, ride safe.
Ride invisible.
Invisible.
Uh,